If the headline celebrity outed as serial killer appeared, who would you expect it to be about? Tom Cruise. Actual cannibal Shia LaBeouf. Shia surprise. Teresa gun to your head and death in his eyes. But you can do jiu-jitsu, oh. You can do it. Body slam superstar Shia LaBeouf. Legendary fight with Shia LaBeouf. A normal Tuesday night for Shia LaBeouf. You try to swing an axe at Shia LaBeouf. But blood is draining fast from your stump leg. Mark Zuckerberg. Mr. Policeman, I did it because it was necessary for the company. Do you feel remorse? Mr. Policeman, I do not understand the question. Elon Musk is one face scar away from being a James Bond villain. Even his name sounds like a supervillain. Steve Harvey, it's his eyes. Edit, just to recap, as well as the eyes it's also the teeth, tash, bald head, and soulless gaze. Only if they're disobedient women. Or atheists. All along, his moral barometer was pointing to murder. O.J. Simpson. That's one way to put a target on your back. Utah, Montana, 1980. Utah, Montana, 1980 was found dead by apparent suicide with 2 bullets to the back of the head. I didn't kill Utah, Montana, 1980, but if I did, here's how I would do it in great detail. Detailed in my book called, If I Did It. Well, a bunch of other Kevin Spacey roles have turned out to be just him playing himself, why not? There was this one time he hosted Saturday Night Live and he sang some song for his intro. While he sang, some text pops up that talks about how nuts he was. I remember one was, he made Tim Meadows cry. This would have been around the time of Say 7N to American Beauty. The last text was Kevin Spacey plays psychos because he is a psycho. Unconfirmed, but I'm told he insisted on doing a song for his intro and was pushy and weird about it, so the SNL gang added the subtitles to his routine without his knowledge to try to make it at all funny. Ryan Seacrest. A Ryan Seacrest type. And some lady. What is this, a crossover episode? Hollywood stars and celebrities, what do they know? Do they know things? Let's find out. The first names that popped in my head were Tom Cruise, John Travolta, and Jim Carrey. Tom and John are Scientologists. Jim used to be married to a Scientologist. Weird, almost as if that's maybe a shady organization. Character actress Margot Martindale. Esteemed character actress and fugitive from the law Margot Martindale. Emmy Award-winning character actress Margot Martindale. Emmy Award-winning character actress Margot Martindale, fugitive from the law, and presumably dead after a pasta accident at sea. Chris Brown. He beat the shit out of Rihanna. He has a mega creepy vibe and has beady eyes or windows into his shit soul. Carrot Top. Is he still uncomfortably ripped? I think he lost a little but he's swole still. He's like the giant carrot that won the State Fair blue ribbon. Jared Leto edit, kind stranger for my first gold. Oh yeah. There looks to be a whole lot of dead behind those gorgeous eyes. And dude straight has no chill when it comes to other narcissists interrupting his time in the spotlight. It's understandable that he doesn't let anyone slow him down. For God's sakes, the guy's got an 830 res at Dorsia. How did I not realize that was him? They did a good job making that movie look and feel like it was from the 80s. I didn't even know he was in Fight Club the first time I watched it. There's a distinct lack of female celebrities on this list. I definitely think Tilda Swinton could murder us all one day. Don't be silly, of course she's going to. Look at the person to your right. Is that Tilda Swinton? Do you know that for sure? She could be anyone, anywhere. She could be you, disguised so effectively that even you don't know it. She could be everyone. Look at the person to your right. Is that Tilda Swinton? Do you know that for sure? I get that vibe from Cate Blanchett. Quentin Tarantino. Just cause. His pile of women who refused to do foot shots was discovered. His pile of women's feet was discovered. Quentin Tarantino just wants to live a quiet life. My name is Quentin Tarantino. I'm 56 years old. I live in, I don't know where he lives, Beverly Hills, where all the rich people are. I work as a film director, and I get home by 8 p.m. at the latest. I'm not racist, but I occasionally say the N-word. I'm in bed by 11 p.m., and make sure to get 8 hours of sleep, no matter what. After having a glass of whiskey and doing about 20 minutes of stretches before going to bed, I usually have no problem sleeping until morning. Just like a baby, I wake up without any fatigue or stress in the morning. I was told there were no issues at my last checkup. Andy Dick. The dude is ducking Disturbed. Oh. He's also a dick. I thought we were meant to say celebrities edit. Thanks for the silver, pal. From a Troy McClure fan. Creed Bratton. BOBODDY. Business. 5 like it. I hope that Tom Hanks dies peacefully in his sleep at a grand old age, with an untarnished history and nothing but funny stories about colleagues and strangers he helped and made happy. And then they go to clear out the basement of his mansion and just find hundreds and hundreds of human heads in various states of decay. And all have red painted face and old dry leaves stuck in their head instead of hair. And Tom's last word he first struggles with but then peacefully whispers is Wilson. I love the idea of a thriller based on Tom Hanks' slow decline into insanity. Maybe his obsession with biopic portrayals is evidence of his craving to inhabit other people. A desire that eventually spirals out of control. David Fincher. Between Say 7 and Zodiac, Mindhunter, and the rest of his entire filmography, he really seems fascinated with compelling serial killers, sociopaths, and psychopaths. The performances of these characters are always unique, captivating, and unnerving. They have an air of authenticity to them. Fincher makes some great films, and I'm not seriously suggesting the dude's a serial killer, but he's probably the only famous person I can think of where, upon being revealed as a serial killer, a common first reaction would be, yeah, okay, that explains a lot. Maybe your fascination with David Fincher, a possible serial killer, makes you a serial killer yourself. Bill Murray. No one will ever believe you. Turns to walk away, you'll never have the chance to tell them. Logan Paul, he probably filmed it too. I'm a serial killer? Not clickbait, oops, gone sexual. Joel Osteen. Nick Cage. Have you seen the memes about the Ghost Rider movies having zero CGI and that it was all him? He can be insane if he wants to. I mean, if Nick Cage is a serial killer, it's definitely because he owes someone a debt or because he's got a voodoo curse on him. It explains the obsession with voodoo, his odd spending habits, the random way he swings from good movie to absolute rubbish at random, the giant pyramid tomb he has in New Orleans. Dude is definitely trying to collect souls to break a curse or pay a supernatural debt. Alright, I'll bite. What the hell is this about a pyramid? Oh man, it's my favorite weird Nick Cage thing. So in St. Louis Cemetery 1 in New Orleans, the oldest still in use cemetery in New Orleans, Nick Cage paid over $1 million to buy a pyramid tomb there for his final resting place. This is the same graveyard that holds Marie Laveau, the Voodoo Queen. It is a cramped place, real close to the French Quarter. It was the only historical tour I did down there when I went. I was there for a musical festival, so I had limited touristy time, and I 1010 recommend seeing the place. I can't wait to go back to NOLA, that city is amazing. The Olsen Twins. They got some menacing eyes. Plot twist, it's only one of the Olsen twins. Can we figure out which one is the good one and which one is the bad one before they kill again? Tune in next week for an updated comment. Sigh, how many times do we have to go over this? There is only one of them moving back and forth very, very fast.